What's up, everybody? This is your boy Tech G back with another video to help you successfully pass the CompTIA Network Plus N10-007 certification. So let's get into it. In this video, you're going to learn about network device hardening best practices such as changing default credentials, avoiding common passwords, upgrading firmware, patching and updating, file hashing, disabling unnecessary services, using secure protocols, generating new keys, and disabling unused ports. Let's talk about network hardening. So hardening, this is the process of securing a system by reducing its surface of vulnerability, which is larger when a system performs more functions. So in principle, a single function is more secure than a multi-purpose one. And in order to reduce the available ways of attack, you can implement the following. So the first one is you want to change your default credentials. So at a minimum, this should be done because the first thing an attacker will try is to utilize default username and passwords, which oftentimes can be found on the internet. You also want to avoid common passwords, so organizations should prevent employees from using basic dictionary words in isolation because every English language word can be found in a cracking dictionary. You want to upgrade the firmware and then patch and do some updates as well. So you want to update unpatched or outdated software and firmware weaknesses immediately. You want to implement file hashing. So a cryptographic hash, this is a mathematical algorithm that maps data of an arbitrary size, which is often called the message, to a bit array of a fixed size, which is often called the hash value or the message digest. It is a one-way function that is practically infeasible to invert or reverse the computation. Cryptographic hash functions are used to achieve a number of security goals like message authentication, message integrity, and are also used to implement digital signatures by way of non-repudiation and entity authentication. Next, you want to disable unnecessary services. So many computer break-ins are a result of people taking advantage of security holes or programs with these programs. The more services that are running on your computer, the more opportunities there are for others to use them, break into, or take control of your computer through these programs. Next, you want to use secure protocols. So security protocols and encryption, they prevent an attacker from tapping into the air and reading data as it passes by. Then you want to generate new keys. So you want to generate new cryptographic private keys periodically, if possible, to prevent an attacker from getting access to those keys, which could lead to the attacker gaining unauthorized access to private information. And you want to disable unused ports. So disabling unused ports can stop attackers from plugging a malicious device into an unused port and getting unauthorized access to the network. This includes ports running IP and physical ports themselves. All right, so in summary, this was my quick little class on network device hardening best practices, where we talked about things such as changing default credentials, avoiding common passwords, upgrading firmware, patching and updating, file hashing, disabling unnecessary services, using secure protocols, generating new cryptographic keys, and disabling unused ports. Now, if you felt like you've gotten something valuable out of this information, go ahead and hit the like button, share button, drop a comment, but most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Also, go check out my website, technologyg.com, so that you can get read up on the latest and greatest to help you successfully pass the CompTIA Network Plus N10-007 certification. And until next video, ladies and gentlemen, peace.